so it's already all up and ready. But we are good to go here for our next match. Dysphoria up again, up against Void. So those new channel predictions are up as well. Get your channel point bets in there on who's going to be taking this. This is our first match of top 8. So winner of this moves on to winners finals. So yeah, so get those points in, and here we go. We get to see some more Launcher, and then we get a Berserker, which we haven't seen too much Berserker on today's stream just yet.
No, not just yet. Usually, when we get down to the brass tacks, you know, top 4, we almost have a Berserker in most of those matchups. Because yeah, Void goes far every week. Alpaca typically goes quite far. So yeah, we have a lot of great Berserkers in the scene. Flowchart 10 is still in the bracket as well. There's a chance we can see them later. So yeah, a lot of good Berserkers here. But really cool to see a Launcher 2 times in a row. It's the same Launcher. But I really like Dysphoria's playstyle. And right there, the air-to-airs that the character has are really fun to watch. Just the laser coming down. It's just a sick animation. And I'm curious what people think of this matchup now. Woo! Beautiful, but not enough meter to finish it off, but just barely short. After the patch, I'd love to hear someone's take in chat. Lassie, what do you think of this match, for example? But no, any other Berserker player or Launcher player, how this matchup goes. I'd love to hear about it. Dysphoria says, I suck at it. And then Void, I heard, oh my gosh, the 9-1 matchup. Okay. Lassie just has an emoji, which is all the input I want. I'm kidding. Launcher objective to destroy the Berserker. Unwinnable matchup for Berserker. Unwinnable. Damn. Cool. I'm kind of happy that Berserker actually has one of those matchups, and that it's actually one of the most, used to be one of the worst characters in the game.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I don't know if I've heard unwinnable and Berserker in the same sentence, at least not in that. Like,
no, not in that order.
Usually it's opposing Berserker is unwinnable.
Yeah, but no, yeah, Flowchart would definitely know better than I. Ooh, doesn't even need to use the super. That I kind of wanted to see it. But that's okay. Dysphoria is like, nope, I got momentum. Let's go into the next round as fast as we can. Yeah, I will say too, this was a matchup that my character, that Vanguard, really struggled against as well, playing against Launcher, because yeah, like Vanguard's good about mid-screen, you know, close to you, out to mid-screen, but any further away, just very, very few options. And I have a couple more options now, but you know, Launcher also has just simply improved in every way. So I definitely can see the polarity, I guess, just how polar this matchup can be. And yeah, Void is struggling right now.
Well, if that matchup was there, that would be insane. Yeah, it definitely does seem like a matchup that like can be fine, and then all of a sudden it's just Launcher just says it's not fine anymore. And like, just look at all this damage you have. And Void already at low health has been getting chipped down by the projectiles and any sort of, you know, Berserker option that they were picking as well. Now it just barely any type of. Okay, good opener there.
There's a way around the grenade. That was actually really nice. They spent as much time in the air as they could. Now, Dysphoria could have DP'd if the timing was right, but it was so tricky because like Void essentially fell and then converted and then fell again with, you know, the plus range attack. So really good option by Void to get around that grenade pressure and get the round. Flowchart thinks it's actually the worst matchup in the game of any character. Wow. Wow, that is wild. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just, it's cool to hear. We just don't get to see the matchup often. And it's not as many Launcher players in our community, at least, than I'd like to see. Ooh!
Right, and what's funny too, if this is the worst matchup that exists in the game, and Berserker's one of the best characters in the game, it would lead you to believe that more people would be playing Launcher. But maybe that is also just something, you know, before the patches. You know, having a great matchup chart against a top 1 character does not a good character make.
Nay,
right?
No, it doesn't, Master Uruguay.
that's. I said it. I was like, wait. I was like, why did he say nay? I was gonna make fun of you for saying nay. Then I realized what I said. I was like, you know what, fair enough. I brought that on me.
Lassie, poor Zergs have to work so hard for their win.
It's rough out in these streets for a poor Berserker main, man.
I need to do 2 full combos to kill. How hard that is. But no, this matchup looks rough. I will absolutely admit to that. 100%. This seems like a very difficult matchup for Berserker. And Dysphoria knows how to run it. And though, frankly, for how long Launcher has been struggling, it is nice to see her kind of eating in a matchup right now. And supposedly it was this way before the patch. And so I can't say I have a ton of sympathy. Void has won before. Void has done incredibly well before. It is good to see Dysphoria, making some real headway in this bracket.
Yep, and we kind of talked about it in the last match, right? That, Dysphoria up against a striker. Surely you don't get DD2 without playing strikers. There's no shot you get DD2 without just the horde of Berserkers in this video game, right?
Absolutely.
And so surely they know the matchup, but that does not have to work together with, right? That, Void, very good player. I'm not quite sure what their PS4 ranking is. Obviously a very good player competitor. But you may not have fought against as many launchers, which can kind of compound the bad matchup, right? That it's a bad matchup, and when you don't have experience in, that's also a bad matchup, effectively.
I will never know, well, maybe not never, but I have no idea how the matchup is for Vanguard against Enchantress, because I played that matchup like 4 or 5 times ever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's one of those things that just because I don't have the personal experience, I just don't know. And Launcher is not that common. And so Void is doing very well. That was a great round, the last round we just saw. And again, good call out here. Void again needs 2 touches. And in this case, maybe 1. Like, is this going to be enough? No, not quite.
Ooh, I thought they made that out, but not quite.
Oh, there's the DP. Boy got some health back from it. Got a little bit to work with.
I thought he just ran. I was like, Berserker, no! No, Berserker!
Okay, the laser actually beat out Void's button. Berserker's buttons are usually very fast. And so that was an interaction I was not expecting. Yeah, I can't roll. The 5AA is always there. For any character trying to get close, that has always been a struggle.
Thought he waited out the grenade, but not quite. Oh, didn't quite get the roll through the big fireball either. Just eating all this, and you're all the way back in the corner now.
Yeah. I'm curious, most characters can't jump over that big, the big ball that she sends right there. Maybe if Void does a jump and then like his air MS, because it does lift him in the air, but that's such a that was ridiculous. That's such a big call out. It would have been very difficult to try, and that is Dysphoria taking it 3-0 over Void. Void, a former Mutiny champion, will likely be a Mutiny champion again in the future. And so excited to see how they continue on in the bracket. I'm very pumped for Dysphoria here. Love to see this showing.